The ledger was bound in a leather that felt far too much like human skin to be comfortable. I found it tucked behind a loose brick in a fireplace of my new apartment, a place the landlord had rented to me for a suspiciously low price. The previous tenant had vanished without a trace, leaving behind only a half-eaten meal and this book. I should have burned it right then. Instead, I opened the first page and found a list of local businessmen, all of whom had died in tragic accidents over the last decade. Beside every name was a specific dollar amount and a timestamp that matched their moment of death perfectly. As I flipped through the yellowed pages, the ink began to look fresh, almost wet to the touch. It wasn't just a record of the past. It was a menu for a predator that lived within the walls. That night, the scratching began inside the vents, a sound like metal claws dragging against tin. I realized the dark life lesson that my greed had obscured. If a deal seems too good to be true, you aren't the customer, you are the currency. My name wasn't in the book yet, but there was a blank space at the very bottom of the final page, waiting for the ink of my own beating heart. I tried to run, but the front door wouldn't budge, held fast by a force that defied physical logic. The shadows in the hallway began to stretch and thicken, forming a silhouette that mirrored my own movements with terrifying precision. I understood then that the ledger was a contract, and by finding it, I had volunteered to be the next witness to the house's hunger. The air grew cold, smelling of ancient copper and ozone as the scratching moved from the vents to the ceiling. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more.